everyone! Welcome! Welcome to today. We're playing Dispatch today. Hopefully we'll finish it. It's been so long I don't remember like where we are in the story. I know like what's happened, but I don't like specifically remember particulars of like what else we have left to do, you know? You didn't have to take it out on the poor vending machine. I didn't do that! Who did that? Who did that? Who did that? Was it me? I don't remember. Guys, this scene with the vending machine, wasn't that from like a long time ago when we got in a fight in the break room or something? I don't remember. Mic static? What? Did that fix it? Did that fix it? Hopefully it did. All I did was unplug and replug in my audio interface. I don't actually know if that fixed the mic, but hopefully it did. I don't actually know. It's good? Wonderful. Sick, as they say, nasty. Invisigal went rogue trying to get back the astral pulse, and then Chase had to go in and save her. Oh yeah, and then he died or something. And then Otterboy smashed the vending machine. That's wonderful. Great. I love this story. I can't wait to finish playing so I never have to think about Invisigal ever again. She's such a stressful character. I don't understand how she's some people's waifu. Like, she's so, like, chaotic. She doesn't listen to instruction. She doesn't really consider anything, like, even though he would, like, oh, fuck. I just don't even understand what is causing that. Because the sound doesn't, like, go through my audio interface. So me unplugging and replugging in my audio interface shouldn't impact... Like, the audio interface itself shouldn't be impacting the general sound of the computer because the game is a different source than the mic is. You know? It doesn't really make, like, any sense to me why those two things, like, collide into themselves. Like, in theory, it should be, if anything, it should just be that the mic has static, but then the game is fine. So I don't really understand what the issue particularly is that it, like, they both get impacted by the mic thing. But I guess beggars can't be choosers, or whatever the saying is. Is it even the right saying? I couldn't tell you. Is that even the right saying? Oh, but the game sounds fine. That one doesn't get static. Oh, so it's just the mic? Oh, so for me, when that happens, like, the game gets distorted. But I listen through audio through the audio interface. I thought you guys could hear the game going all wonky. Because for me, I can hear the game gets wonky, my voice gets wonky, the static is on top of the mic. So you guys only hear the mic. Okay, so that makes sense, because then it's just the mic, and then, like, the reason I hear the game distorted is because, like, because I hear through the interface. I just wonder what it is. Like, should I just get a new USB-C cable? But I don't know how the USB-C cable would be the problem. You don't know if you hear the game audio right now? Well, you wouldn't, because I'm playing music right now over it. The Dispatch game audio is, like, really, really soft. I would be surprised if you could hear the Dispatch game audio over the music audio. Here, let me turn it up for you. Maybe it'll... Can you hear it now? If I turn it all the way up? Does it bring you joy if I turn it all the way up? This very ambient background noise of just the locker room sound when I turn it all the way. But you know, you can't hear it because I cover it with this right now. Unless it's like for the vibe, I try not to play like that sounded lovely. Really? Wonderful. Manali, I'm so happy you enjoy the sound of the generalized raining break room. Oh my god! Oh, Vanali, I was gonna ask you if you would repost in the Discord there's like there's an art you drew of a crybaby looking at the ocean with the meme that says like man, and then you did one where it's crying on the floor. I was gonna ask if you still had those. If you could repost them for me because I can't find them anymore. It just needs a clackety clack of an Ira office sound. That would just be so stressful. Oh my god, my least favorite thing. Yeah, on the Discord. I wanted to save them as reactionary images. Well, more like I wanted to save them so that I could make them stickers. I wanted to make them stickers in the actual SVP Discord so I can use them to react to Senbei. Because I was like... what was it? He was saying something, I can't say exactly what it was, but I was like, oh my god, I wish I had the horse man crybaby meme to react to what he just said. But they're so good. I like I knew the horse one, but I had no idea about the rain one before you made that. It was so good. I love how you draw the like extra tufts on the crybabies with the swirls. It's very like it makes them have really good lines. I really like the lines. That's what I like about a lot of like I finished up art yesterday. Oh yeah! I should say something. I didn't, and that's my fault. Wait. I am doing a cover with Serena this upcoming week. If you didn't see, we are doing a cover of Chatter Chatter. Chatter Chatter. Cover. Waiting room. We're doing a cover of Chatter Chatter together. I drew the thumbnail. It took way longer than I thought it would to draw that. But we're doing a cover of Chatter Chatter. I think you guys will like it. I also mixed it. Is this for the Suisei drop? No. Actually, we came up with the idea as soon as the song came out because I think Chatter Chatter came out about a week ago, and Serena was like, I love this song, will someone cover it with me? And then I was like, oh, I'll do it with you, sure. So we decided to do a cover of Chatter Chatter, and then I was like, I can mix it and I can make the thumbnail, so I did that. So that is what I did. I said, I can mix it and make the thumbnail, and then I did it. But the thumbnail took longer than I thought it would because I always underestimate how much time art takes because I can't draw quickly. But I wish I could. I just am not able to. That's why I always find Vanali's art very fascinatingly crazy to me because I cannot draw fast to save my life. Not even sketches I can't do fast to save my life. Just move the pencil faster, shaking my head. I know, right? I should just move the pencil faster and then obviously the art will appear faster. I think if I understood shape language and coloring better, it would make my art go exponentially faster. Oh, thank you. Sorry if I draw you much like that. That's totally fine. You do not have to draw me. I appreciate everything you've done in the past and will ever do in the future. You do not have to draw me. I just appreciate that you're here and that you enjoy my content. Though I will say, does actually moving your pencil faster make art appear faster if you take longer to think? Like, if you take 20,000 years to think about what you want to do and then, like, have a hard time computing what lines you want to make, then it wouldn't matter how fast you move the pencil, because in the end you would take the same amount of time to come up with the concept and, like, make the thing happen, right? In theory? Or is that stupid? I'm smart, I think. I don't know. Oh, and then there was, I don't know if it's up yet. It's not up yet, so I can't say anything. I was gonna be like, there's also this other thing. But it's not, the waiting room isn't up for it, so I can't say anything. Oh, also, I will be releasing Acid Rain on Saturday this upcoming week, because Serena and I are doing Chatter Chatter this Tuesday, and then the other thing will be happening on Thursday. And so I'll do Acid Raid on Saturday. So then this upcoming week, there'll be something like, every other day of the week. This upcoming week, there will be something that I am doing that is music related every other day of the week, this upcoming week. So I hope you guys will have fun with that. It just so happens that it's turned out that way schedule-wise. And I want to make sure that I don't really have, like I want to make sure my channel is spaced out also as well for the upcoming month that's coming, because I'll be like posting stuff as well for that too. That's looking go. I can't wait to hear the cover. I hope you will like it. I think the mix I got back was pretty good. I made the music video myself. There's still like a couple of things I have to fix on it before I upload the waiting room for it. But it's simple, but I think it's pretty. That's all I'll say. It's a simple music video, but I think it looks pretty. And you know, who can judge? I think as long as it's pretty, that's all that matters. You know, I don't know how to do in After Effects. You know, there are people who can use 3D scenes. I don't know how to use a 3D scene. I've tried, and I failed. But that's fine. I think the song also benefits having like a slight simpleness to it, because it's very emotional and is a slower tempo. So it doesn't need to have like a bunch of like gigantic swirl pans and 3D movement. I think if it did, it would be a little bit distracting from like the overall message, which is both hopeful and also like nostalgic and also sad at the same time. I don't know how else to describe it, from at least how I thought of it. And then I think what I'll do, because you guys like you guys will probably like the art, I think what I'll want to do is I'll post the art so that you guys can also have it in the server. I'll have the mods post the art that I got for it in the server so that you guys can have it too. Because I think you guys will really like the art. Or maybe you won't understand the art, I don't know. I tried to make the art kind of metaphorical. A little bit. Like, it's not like, what do you call? It's not like, fully directional. I was kind of hoping that the art would be a little bit like something that you guys could interpret, and also like I didn't get the art with just my default outfit either, because I thought you guys would appreciate having like its own outfit for the song too. I keep telling myself if I chug this tea faster, I'll have more caffeine in my blood faster. That's not how caffeine... Well, it does. That is how it works. But the amount of time it takes to get into your bloodstream is the exact same. But what's it called? And then also... Oh! Jeez Louise. See, you can tell I haven't had enough tea today yet. Because I just... Like, I got up an hour and a half ago, but then I've, like, slowly drank tea. Instead of like chugging it. Oh, this! Here we go. Also, I was gonna say, I've been really liking the art and the thumbnails for streams, like Look Outside you used for your one cover has been really cool. Yeah! I've been trying to get better at making thumbnails. I want my thumbnails to look better. I'm also trying to get better at naming my streams. I was watching like a video on stuff about it, and I was talking with PP about it. Like how I should name my streams. So I've been trying to get better at that. Like what fonts to use, how to label them. I'm getting better at trying to understand how to use tags slowly. Because I've been trying to get better at just conceptually understanding the technology that is YouTube. Because, what was it? I was talking with PP, and PP was like, yeah, you know, the thing about YouTube is like you kind of have to figure out what works best in order to get it to work with you instead of against you. And I was like, well, I don't understand anything. And then PP was like, well, you gotta do this and this and this. And I was talking with Lemmy last night about it as well, and Lemmy was like, okay, well, you kind of want to do these things in order to get it to like notice your stuff more. So I've been trying to get better at that, because I would like it if the algorithm could at least push my covers a little bit more. I understand like streams are kind of hard, like there's not really good searchability on YouTube for streams comparatively to other things, but I would love it if like YouTube could like push the covers a little bit more. So I've been trying to figure out that type of thing, and like what makes an eye-catching thumbnail versus like not as much, you know? But I wanted to show you guys this. If you guys didn't see this on Twitter, SVP will be an exhibitor at CarrierCon. I keep calling it CarrierCon, but that's literally not how you say that word. It's carrier. But SVP will be at CarrierCon in Canada. If you guys haven't heard, we will be there. Let me find the Twitter post. We're gonna have a booth and a concert. This is the tweet. The concert we're having, I think you guys will so the song that I sang for the concert, I don't think I can say which one it is, but it's actually a song that once on stream I was like, I don't think I could ever sing that song because it's a little bit too hard, but I ended up being able to do it. And I will be making it into a cover later, but anyone who is able to go to the concert will be able to see the cover that I'll be doing in the future, because I decided I liked my stuff enough of it to make it into a cover. And I think that there's a song in there that you guys will also really like that we sing together that I think you guys will really like, so I hope you guys will be able to enjoy that too. Wow, I just moved to VTube Studio instead of the game because I realized the game was low. There we go. But I think the concert's gonna go really, really well. I think the music is all really great. I think that you'll also enjoy like just the vibe. I've heard a lot of good things about CarrierCon. I've never gone, and I've never really like gotten to see how it looks or like what the inside looks like, but I'm excited to do like, you know, some meet and greet stuff there too, so I hope you guys will have fun. It is the one that will have like the 2026 convention merch, so anyone who goes, you will get to have that as well. And then also I can't remember the exact time that my meet and greet is, but anyone who is able to, I'm excited to talk with you too. I always thought it was cool that this con was on a boat, so I'm excited for that too. But this will be this upcoming weekend. 26th, 21st is this upcoming weekend. Yes, Saturday and Sunday. Right? That's how calendars work. Not me checking my calendar. Yeah, it's this Saturday and Sunday. I know how to use the internet and look at the dates. Yes. It's this upcoming Saturday and Sunday on 707 W. Run it back. Run it back. CarrierCon is this upcoming Saturday and Sunday at 707 West Hornet Avenue, Alameda, California, 94501. I don't know why I do that. Like, when I, like, say, place names, when, like, I see a W or an east or whatever, I always am like, number W instead of going, like, number west, number east. Hi, Brandon! Tokalo! Hi, Big Papa John! Wah! Then the name Avenue... Did they name the avenue after the boat or the boat after the avenue? I actually have no idea. I've never been to, like, this general area of the Californias before. I've never heard of an Alameda. California is a really big state. Like a super huge one. But, I mean, it's kind of like, oh my god, like, I was watching Yui's birthday catch-up stream part where she was like, drawing like a map and like labeling stuff in like the US, like based on what she thinks, and I was honestly like, I don't know if I'd do that much better. Like, I don't actively... I got really bad grades when I was in geography or whatever it's called. I wasn't good at, like, knowing what states were which, or, like... I think sometimes I'll even forget the names of them. I think... I do always remember, though, Delaware as a state, because I forgot Delaware so often when I was in the geography class growing up that my teacher would always get on me for it, so now I remember Delaware. Delaware is a state. This is true. One day maybe one day we can do a map stream, and I'll slowly draw out the map, and then maybe we can try doing, like, a UK one. I don't know. I definitely don't know anything about the Canada. Like, at all. Like, Canada as a country, I know has Yui in it, but I only really know I only know the parts of Canada that have names that are the same as America that I am aware of. Like, I know that there is a Vancouver because there's a Vancouver in America. And I know that... Oh, and I know there's a Saskatchewan because it's in a musical called Ride the Cyclone. They're, they have this... They talk about Saskatchewan in that musical. And isn't there also, like, a uranium town or something? But that's also from a musical, so I don't know if that's true or they made it up. Yeah, Vancouver is in British Columbia. Canada is very close to Vancouver, Washington. Really? Wait, so British Columbia is Canada? Or what is British Columbia? If that sounds stupid, I didn't say that. If that sounds stupid, I did not say that. Saskatchewan is in the middle, third province from the left. Our provinces are mostly divided by time zones. Oh! I don't, because I was gonna be like, I don't remember British Columbia being on the American map test that I had to take as a child, so it must be in Canada. British Columbia is the province on the west coast in the Pacific time zone. Okay. I know states sometimes. Are states not divided by time zones? No, states are divided by the name of the state, is it not? Well, we have time zones though. There's a bunch of time zones. Like, a lot. Wah! Hi, Shido! Hi! Welcome! Welcome! Welcome, Raiders! Thank you! Hi, Hi, Shiro. Thank you for sharing community with me. Oh my god. Cats with lighters is crazy. Oh my god, they're gonna burn the place down. It's okay, we have Water Boy. They'll burn the place down, but it's okay because we have Water Boy, the basically who is just a Squirtle, but a human Squirtle. Welcome! I hope you had a good stream! What were you guys doing? What were you guys doing? If you don't know who I am, my name is To Kakun from Stellarverse Productions' first generation Infinium, a Crystal Diamond VTuber who loves fanfiction, yapping, and theater. Today we're playing Dispatch after I talked about things, I guess. But I hope you guys had a fun time with Shiro, and Shiro, thank you so much for the raid, and if you need to take care of yourself after stream, please make sure to do so. But welcome in! I was just talking about, I was just talking about the fact that I don't know the different states of America, which is embarrassing as an American. But I mean, I know some of them, and I know time zones exist. I also was talking earlier about CarrierCon, which the company that I'm in, Stellarverse Productions, will be an exhibitor at this upcoming weekend, March 21st and 22nd. We'll be doing a concert as well as having a booth, as well as doing meet and greets and stuff. But I was mostly just talking about the fact that I don't know anything about the states and also Canada. It's like America is so big, the US. Like, and then when you like grow up and then you have to like do map test, they're always like, oh yeah, can you name all of these states and all of their capitals? And I will be honest with you, I've never really used that information ever in my life. Like, when have I ever had to use that information, especially with the computer age? I don't know where the middle states are, but I know they're in the middle. And I know that there's the outside states, and they're on the outside. And then there's the time zones, and they split, like, I think 4 ways? 4 ways, right? There's PST, mountains, MST, CST, and EST. In that order, I think. Right? It goes from like left to right. PST, MST, CST, EST? Is there another one in the middle of that? Yeah. And you know, I only know those because I only know those from like talking to other VTubers and like talking about time zones. Is they'll be like this is, and then like sometimes a random person will be like, I'm in MST or I'm in CST, and I'll remember that exists. And then I also know that there's if you live in one of the 2 states that aren't a part of the main part of America, then there's also HST for Hawaii Standard Time and AST for Alaskan Standard Time. So you can have one of those 2 if you live in those 2 outlier states, because those don't have the same time zones. I'm in MST. Oh my god, why are there so many of you in MST? How many hours is MST on top of PST? Is it 2 hours or 1 hour? Because EST is 3 hours, right? 1 hours? Just 1? Wait, so like, what's the point? So like, what's CST if MST only has 1 hour? CST's 2 hours? I moved from PST to CST a few years. Yeah, I haven't a scooped. Yeah, like what's the point of these? I guess it's just like time. Like if we were to get rid of MST and CST and only have EST and PST, like in a world where we do that, does anything happen to those in the 2 middle time zones? Like, would it really impact the everyday life of those living in the CST to be a part of EST and the MSTs to be a part of PST? Does the 1 hour make like a huge difference? Because it would just be how many hours of sunlight you get. But I feel like 1 hour of time, like 1 hour of sunlight really isn't that much of a difference, is it? They'll have a strange sunrise and sunset time, so they probably need to change when work and school starts. Oh. I guess, huh? Yeah, because I was gonna be like, I mean, during like the winter, the sun sets early anyway, you know, like, how noticeable will it be? You know? Because anyone who lives in the like the lower states will always have more sun than those who are in the higher states because of just where the sun is, right? So it just doesn't seem like if it's like a 1 hour time difference, it would be that impactful. Some people want the someone going to work and some want the someone coming home from work. That's true. I'd prefer to have sun when I'm coming home from work. But that's just because I like when on my bus route I can see what's in front of me, so I see where my stop is. Because otherwise I actively have to pay attention to where I am on Google Maps. I hate in the winter when I'm on the bus home and like it's so pitch dark and I'm like just like frantically looking at Google Maps to make sure that I pull the bus like tab at the right time. Because there's been so many times where I get distracted and I'm not looking at the tracker and I miss the like visual of the stop I have to get off at, and I just go like 3 blocks further and then I have to walk an extra 3 blocks to get home. I'm in favor of abolishing time zones. Everybody in the world on the same 24-hour clock and we just get used to the time numbers where we live for sunrises and stuff. I mean, I could see a dystopian future where that could happen. I don't know. Is it bad that I like taking the bus and the train? No, lots of people love taking them. I don't like doing it because I don't like, I don't know, the stress of having to figure out my, what do you call, transfers. But in general, I don't find them bad or like disturbing to use or anything like that. What do you call? I mean, it's also interesting to me because certain states don't use, yeah, like Papa John was saying, like certain states don't use daylight savings at all, which is like interesting to me because like it always is weird to me when like we have like rules that like certain like time exists like that in certain states, but then in other states it doesn't happen. You know what I mean? Because then it's like, what's the point? You know? Because it's like, obviously, if a state doesn't practice it, then why are the rest of us still practicing it? Because obviously it can work where you don't practice it. I wish my state wouldn't use it. It's so dumb and pretty sure farmers don't even use it anymore. I mean, I agree. When daylight savings happened, I was like, so like, what the fuck? Because it happened when I was at, oh my god. So daylight savings happened the day that I was leaving Perry's house, and we had stayed up till 7 and didn't realize that we lost an hour, and so we like only ended up having like 4 hours of sleep, and I woke up and I was still kind of drunk. And it was so funny because we just stayed up all night just yapping after that stream we did. But then we went to like a food place and we both got food and just ate out there, and like it was so funny because we were both kind of hungover. Lyft program, I only pay $1 for the bus. Ooh. What is it called? I like to, my favorite one, I wish that like all states had like apps for the bus card where you wouldn't have to have a bus card, you could just use an app at this point. I know that not everyone can use an app, but I wish there was ways to do both. Because I liked when I was visiting Japan, how like they have like the Suica cards where you can like have it on your phone and then use the Suica card on your phone to pay for the trains at the station to do like, and like you can use the Suica card on your phone to pay for the buses too. And then everything you can use the Suica card on your phone for, like all those things, and you can also use it at like the like convenience stores too. I think that's super cool. Like I think we should still obviously have cash and have card, but I think the phone ones for like things like that, like having an option for that is so cool. Okay, but if you go on different lines and your Suica card won't work, some cities need like 4 or 5 cards, one for each train and bus company. I know, right? But if you have an online wallet, like that was what was cool about it, was like if you had the online wallet, so you could just have it all in your online wallet, and then in the wallet app you could just like switch the card that you were pushing forward by just tapping on it, and then it would push forward the card that like you needed for that. So you could easily just scroll through your phone on the wallet app and then just press the one you wanted to use to tap. Which I think, you know, we should do more of that. That's kind of cool. I was just shocked by like how cool that was, because you would just have the different cards and you just use the wallet and tap it on your phone. They have the thing 7-Eleven does where you punch in your number and it uses your card on the file, right? Yeah. It was so like very tech forward, that was, because to me, like, I love when things are like I don't want things to be so convenient I feel like I'm not, like, my brain doesn't work anymore, but I love when things are like mildly convenient. Is that a weird, like, very specific feeling? I love when things are mildly just convenient. Like the mild convenience of just having a wallet filled with my cards on my phone so I don't have to keep filling my wallet with more cards is just so mildly convenient. Like, it doesn't solve the problem completely because I still have cards in the wallet. And that's a good thing, because, you know, accessibility for all, but also it's so mildly convenient to have all of the options be on your phone, which is not the thing that my city does not have that for my phone. So I cannot use a bus pass on my phone, but I wish I could. Now that would make it fully convenient if I also had a bus pass on my phone, but I don't have that because my city doesn't do that. Another thing you need to use a fax machine. Yeah, the thing about fax machines though is I have one. Well, I mean, that's because like if you own a printer you have one. But I've only ever had to use a fax machine for work. So, and I still think faxing is very strange. But not in like a inconvenient way, in just like how it works is so weird to me. Like, in my head it's like, why don't you just email each other and then have the other end printed out, you know? Like, I can just scan a paper to you, you know? And like, I can also just send you a password, like, encrypted document too. Yeah, like e-sign and stuff. Like anything that you need to have faxed at this point in time, you can do a different way, you know? It's no longer something that needs to happen like that. I get that faxing is for legal reasons most of the time, but even then they make you DocuSign anything online anyways. I know, right? You could just get an encrypted document through email and then just sign it digitally and then have the other side print it, you know? And it'd be the same thing as faxing. There's a lot of ways to do it where it doesn't have to be complicated. Well, it's how I feel also about there are a lot of like things that I just kind of feel like, what you call like the rope and stuff, or whatever they call it, the swishing label. Oh my god, what's this phrase? Like the tape, the over performative tape or something. I don't remember what it's called. There's like a one like that or something. But I mean, what I mean by it is like, there's like a lot of performative action, right? Like, it's like how like signatures don't actually like like well, like digital signatures that you do for like when you go to like the grocery or stuff and you use a card and you sign off, like it's all performative. They don't use that to like actually document whether you use the card or anything, or like that type of stuff, you know. It was how I felt also about like when I applied to school and they were like, can we have your school documents but like the type where it's like closed or whatever, and like enclosed, and if you open it then it can't be used, so you have to like send them a specific version of the copy where it's unopened so that they know that you didn't falsify your documents, where it would have just, you could tell if someone falsified their documents by just getting it digitally in the first place and never having that person touch it ever. Because like, what do you mean falsify documents for education? They don't? Why am I taking the time to make my digital signature look good then? I don't know why you do. Mine has degraded over the years once I found out that they don't actually look at it. They'll look at it for like, they only look at it if they're trying to like figure out if you're the same person as another. But also, they'd only really need to do that in like a specific situation where they're trying to see like where someone has already falsified your documents. Like the digital signatures they do for the like general everyday convenience store purchase or card purchase is just performative. I mean, it's why they never really care, you know. You could sign whatever you want, it doesn't matter. That's why, and also the more like specifically like pretty it looks, the easier it is for someone to just like copy it, you know. So it doesn't make sense to actually do it like that. Like mine just kind of looks like a very fancy scribble. My mom's also looks like a fancy scribble. Yeah, the easier and more consistent it is, the easier it is to forge. Like, they can just copy it, you know? Especially if it's just like the cursive of your name, then they can just do that. It's very interesting to me. But I also wonder, like, do kids, like... not that I haven't been in school for a long time, but do kids still learn how to do their signature in school? I don't have any young family members. Do kids still do that? When do you learn to do a signature in school anymore? I learned it during cursive. But... do kids still learn that in school, or do they like figure it out just themselves as they get older and they learn they have to do stuff? Like, how do you do like a cursive-esque signature if you don't learn cursive anymore? Do you just like... they don't do it anymore, so like, how do you learn to make your own signature? Like, if you're in like, I don't know, Gen Alpha, how will you do your tax forms? When you like have to sign off and stuff, you know? Like, do you just look up like cursive letters and then like you learn to write it just for your name, and then like you just like figure that out at that point? You know what I mean? You know? There was like some kids on the bus I saw recently, and they were really young, and it made me feel really old. Because they were like, they were talking in a way where I was like, I was listening because they were in like the bus in front of me, and I was sitting in the back and I was listening. And oh my god, bro, I was at a cafe. I was at a cafe, and there was like these two kids, and it's okay, you're our favorite hag. I'm not a hag. Also, hi Tyler. I was at a cafe and doing work, and these two boys from like probably a school nearby were like talking, right? Okay, and I was totally not eavesdropping on their conversation, but I was like just like vibing, right? And then I hear them go, like, one of them is like, so did you do this? Do you know how to do this for like our homework? And then the other boy was like, why don't you just ask your ChatGPT girlfriend to do it for you? And he was like, well, I probably should know it, right? Because the test is next week. And he was like, nah, man. Just have her do it for you so you don't have to think about it anymore. First, I was like, wait a second. Why would... the layers for me, the layers of it really got me, where it was like, first of all, they have a chat GPT girlfriend. Second of all, that they would ask it to do their homework for them. And like, third of all, that one was consciously aware of the fact that if they used it to do the homework, that they would not understand, like, how to do it for the test. That was a nice attempt at potentially being completely aware of the fact that if they didn't learn it, they would not be able to do it at the test. But I was like, I just, because I don't go outside very often unless I have to go to work, you know, like, I haven't heard physically in person like kids talking about ChatGPT girlfriends and stuff like that, you know, like I hadn't actively experienced that in the open wild, you know. They weren't being ironic. No, they weren't. Like, they were just like genuinely having this conversation, and I was sitting there like, oh my goodness. It's not like, I just like can't imagine like what that's like. Like clarity. No, you're not. I haven't even played the game yet. I've just been talking. But also, I had to like talk my mom out of using ChatGPT last time I called her. I love my mom, but she got her, one of her coworkers got her onto using ChatGPT for emails. And I had to be like, Mom, you really gotta stop doing that. Because she was like, well, my higher-ups don't really care about the content of the email. And I was like, no, Mom, like, you have to stop using it because, like, it's going to deteriorate your brain. Like, you are going to start relying on it unconsciously without knowing. It's, like, written in papers. Like, there are papers talking about how starting to use it becomes almost like a drug. It makes your brain feel reliant on it. It starts to degrade your actual capacity to write. Like, you shouldn't be using it to write the email. Like, if you want to use it to revise your email, that can be okay, but the more you do it, like, it's not going to make your brain waves, like, connect those thoughts, you know? Like, I was like, I understand the... Because her coworker was telling her, like, you know, like, oh, it's totally, like, fine, because, you know, like, it's not really stopping you from being able to write it, it's just writing it for you. And I was like, it's literally, that makes no sense. Like she was explaining to me what her coworker was saying to her, and I was like, hello? What are you talking about? Like, that's literally, like, so stupid, because the coworker was literally just saying, like, it's because you're not using it for anything important, your brain won't lose your skills. That's not true! Because even small things still rely on you being able to use your critical thinking. I was like, oh my goodness. And my mom has started, like, sending me more, like, AI generated videos that she finds on Instagram Reels, because she either cannot tell that it's AI, and or she will send it to me and, like, she'll be like, well, even though the animation is AI, like, the general, like, information in the video isn't, like, fake. So she sent me this this video about, like, cooked rice, and she was, like, worried because she was like, I've been eating cooked rice for more than 2 days for years, but this video told me that rice is the fastest thing that spoils in your fridge, and it can only last about a day or so after being cooked. And I was like, that is not true. Especially not if it's in an airtight container. And I looked it up, and the information in the video was wrong, and it was AI generated video. And I was like, Mom, you have to stop looking at those videos. They are, you have to, and if you are gonna look at it, you have to fact check everything you see. And she was like, but doesn't AI pull from information on the internet? And I was like, yeah, and the internet is full of false information. You have to fact check everything, because, like, just because it's using information from the internet does not mean that the internet information is accurate. And she was like, so what's the point of the internet being there anyway then? And I was like, well, that's why you have to think more about it than just reading whatever the first response is. I was like, this is crazy. Rice does go bad fast, but only if it's exposed to the fungus that eats it fast. Yeah. Well, and also, like, you know, you cook it, you let it cool a little bit so that you don't, like, you know, change the temperature of your refrigerator, and then you put it in an airtight container, you seal it, and you put it in there. It can last about 4 to 6 days, as long as when you're taking it out to reheat it, you're not reheating the whole container, you're just reheating the portion of it that you're gonna eat. And it's safe. I was like, I don't understand why you're relying on the internet to tell you this fact when you've actively done this since you were young. Then you know reliably it's not going to poison you with a fungus because you've done it for more years than the AI has been around. It was so interesting. I was like, I literally was like, I wish I could find this coworker and be like, her coworker and be like, why are you telling my mother this stupid shit? Like, why are you making her more susceptible to AI? She is too old. She does not need to think about using AI stuff. I don't think her brain can conceptually understand any of what this information is. Because my mother is very old, so I always, like, get worried when, like, she gets exposed to, like, new technology, because she'll just believe technology because technology is supposed to be accurate or whatever the heck. But look, technology ain't always accurate, and it ain't always good. I had to be like, please don't do that. Or she was like, it's very helpful. And I was like, you know, so is Google. And, like, reading about, maybe a couple of pages about everything that you're looking at. I mean, I try not to even, like, read the, like, summary of things that appears on, like, Google anymore, because I don't always believe what it says to me. And there are, like, I don't know. I've, like, even, like, sometimes the, when I've had, like, just not even, like a TP or whatever it's called, like when I write emails, like, what do you call? When I write emails and, like, it does, like, the thing where it, like, does, like, spell check, grammar check. Sometimes even now, like, they're not correct. Like, I have, like, my sentence and it says that it's wrong, and the correction it gives me is not the right correction. Like, it'll change the entire intention of my sentence instead of, like, even, like, so I'm always like, why would I trust it? Because I can't even trust it to understand the intention of my sentence. You know? Like, if it was actually good at rewriting and redrafting, then wouldn't it be able to understand, like, tense and intention and, like, be able to accurately rewrite a sentence? Like, if it can't accurately rewrite a general sentence, then how could I trust it to give me accurate information about genuinely anything? You know? Like, I remember once, I was really struggling to write, like, a blurb for something at work, and I went to my boss, and I was like, do you have any ideas for this? And he was like, well, let's just try asking, like, AI. And so we fed my sentence into AI to see if it could rewrite the sentence to be better for the blurb. And then, like, it fed us back this sentence, and I was like, that is so much worse than what I wrote originally. And he was like, yeah, I don't know. And you know what? The only thing that was helpful was that it was so much worse that it helped me realize the things I could do better. It keeps getting worse and worse as it gets fed and trained on AI-generated material. Over half the words on the internet now are AI-generated, so it's training itself on what it made. Well, it's not good. Like, I literally, like, if it can't rewrite, like, my three sentence blurb for something, why can I can't trust it to do nothing for me. What do you call? That's why, you know, well, yeah, you know, you should always trust your VTubers for everything instead of Google. That's why we're here. When the underline is a blue squiggly, you just know the computer is on some BS. Actual true. I'm always like, what do you mean? Like, I understand when it tells me I've spelled wrong. I mean, that's easy enough. One of the biggest datasets used originally was AO3, since there's so much text there, and that's why AO bots keep flirting and being people's ESP chappy GP4. Really? That's crazy. Toka, what if half of us crybabies are AI? Well, if you were, then my channel would get flagged or something, right? Because then you guys would count as bots and you wouldn't count as viewers. But I like, the thing about it is, like, AO3 has really good writing and it also has a lot of slop. So I wouldn't trust a dataset fed on AO3. You know? The thing about AO3 is there's really good fanfiction on it and there's also really trash. So I don't know if you could trust a dataset that is based on that. Like, how can I confidently say that it's being trained off of my amazingly perfect Omegaverse fanfiction versus, like, the slop that can also happen in the same dataset? I've read some really bad trash on AO3, and I've read some amazing god-tier books. Feed it? Oh. Every Wattpad fic I've ever read in my whole life has been so bad. I genuinely don't understand why people use Wattpad. Like, it has a bad reputation. I've never read anything that was particularly well written on it. And it's like very hard for me to understand how to even read Wattpad. Like, the formatting of it just doesn't make sense to me. And it's like not really filled with any good content. Wattpad is like the ChatGPT of fanfic writing. You really don't want to use it in the bottom. It's bottom barrel, but it gets the job done. That's true. Have you eaten any chicken tenders lately? I haven't, but I had the Tyson chicken nuggets last week. I bought a small bag of them to eat with broccoli because I was wanting chicken, but I didn't want to have to cook. But I think I'm gonna make the actual good chicken that I made last week again today as like meal prep for the rest of the week after stream. But I have like 5 things to record after stream, so we'll see if I'm still feeling like the vibe of cooking, you know? Once upon a time, there was a Toka and a Yui, and they held hands, and it was great. The end. That's very Wattpad core. So true. Broccoli, time to get swole. I've been trying to eat more vegetables, and you know what? It's working. It makes my body feel a lot better. Because when I was visiting my mom for Christmas, my mom makes like a big salad before every meal, and it was very, very nice because my body felt the benefits of eating a salad. And I like salad, but the thing about salads is like, so I either eat like a huge salad or I don't. And the thing about my roommate likes salad, in quotes. But we get our groceries from Costco. So we'll get like a thing of greens, but I'll eat it. But it's so big, I can't finish it by myself before it goes bad. But she doesn't really eat that much of the vegetables, so then it just like starts to rot in the fridge before we can finish it up. So it doesn't really feel worth it to get it because it feels like we're wasting food. But then if I buy the small container of the greens from the store, which is like more expensive, then I can get it, but it basically lasts like maybe a day and a half because I'll eat a big salad with like salmon as like the side. So it's kind of like a cost benefit of which one I want to do. So I've been trying instead to get frozen vegetables that I can cook to eat as the greens instead. I think Yui exclusively eats Taco Bell, and it concerns me she does not exclusively eat Taco Bell. I know that for a fact. She eats a lot of different things. Sometimes she tells me what she eats. Or she'll like send a picture. I like when the girls send pictures of what they eat. It makes me feel hungry, but in the good way. How did that Bulldog Kiwi stream go? It went, you know, it went... I think she suffered more than I did eating the 2X. She did not complain in my DMs, but I watched her stream. She was very brave for that, though I do think that she should have done the 2X. Cause she did the carbonara flavor because she said that she was sensitive to spice, and I was like, that's baby mode. I love the carbonara flavor. It's just tasty. It's not like even if you're susceptible to spice, I think what makes the Bulldog challenge interesting is when you do the 2X. Cause then you're like for real suffering. Like if I did, since I already did the 2X, if I was gonna do another spicy Bulldog challenge, instead of doing Bulldog, I'd probably do, there's like a ghost pepper one that you can also get that's like comparatively spicier or around the same amount of spice. That I've seen people do as a challenge too, which is like, it has like a black bag or something. It's like a ghost pepper one. So if I did the Bulldog challenge again, I would do that one. I think the pink one is good because the spicy packet is optional and the cream and cheese makes it taste good instead of pain on your tongue. Yeah! What I think about, it just has a really good flavor in general. So like, you can just ignore the spice packet, which is what I like. But what I like to do for that one is I like to cook it with 2 fried eggs and nori, and I like to add a little bit of like sesame oil and some red chili crisp to the carbonara flown. And then sometimes if I have abadiki sausage, I'll add abadiki sausage. But normally what I have instead is I always have like a little bit of like frozen hot pot meat that I keep in my apartment, so that I can just throw, like, when it's cooking and boiling, I can throw like a couple pieces of like the hot pot meat into the boil so that it cooks. So I can have like the hot pot meat, the eggs, the chili crisp, and the sesame oil, and mix it in. My clarity even inspired me to eat some vegetables. That's good. Vegetables is really good for you. And also they're very tasty. For lunch today, I had a Caesar salad with chicken, which was leftovers, because last night after stream, I was like, I was like, I deserve a treat. So I went to the local pub and I got a Caesar salad and a beer. And I ate half of it there, and then I ate the other half of it today. Also really cheap and nice on the wallet. Treat? Yeah, it was a treat! Half a Caesar salad, and then I split in 2 days, and then a beer. Caesar salad's so good. It is. I also have bought a bunch of canned sardines recently to try to get into eating sardines. Because I was watching, Can I have a treat? Treat? What do you want as a treat? Penny? Another Mr. Scrumples? Then you got wasted and binge Wasted Oily Place. No, I didn't, unfortunately. Unfortunately, no. I came back and then I recorded more stuff, and then I worked on art for the rest of the night. Because I had things I had to get done. Unfortunately, you can't just binge series when, like, you have, like, too many deadlines. I have so many deadlines I have to meet before the end of the month that unfortunately I can't get wasted. I can have like a beer, just for the fun and the taste of it. Maybe I'll do like a celebratory stream after my birthday. I'll do a celebratory stream and like get really drunk and do karaoke. You know? Nuri and Baltic Gold are good brands for tinned fish. Ooh! Toka, I'm Mr. Scrumples. Are you Mr. Scrumples? Pro tip, if you have leftover meats, just throw it in a salad and cover it with whatever sauce you like. So true! Normally though, what I like to do is have salad as like my grain, basically. If I'm eating like salad, I like to have like a steak in a salad, or a salmon in salad, chicken in salad, and like the salad will basically be the what I eat with like the pair of the protein. I also bought sweet potatoes so that I could have some sweet potatoes with my meats this week too. Maybe I'll have like what do you call not mashed potatoes, a baked potato. Maybe I'll have a baked sweet potato with chicken and
the offering, Crybaby.
Wah! Thank you, Navi, for the super chat. What food are you craving right now? Right now, oh, I mean, I always crave hot pot. I love hot pot with so much of my soul, but it's so bad for you to eat it consistently. Like, it's more of like a once in a month sort of vibe, you know? You should really only have hot pot like once in a month, but gosh, do I wish I could have it consistently. It's just a lot, because if you're gonna go, like, you gotta eat a lot, and that's a lot of red meat. Because I don't know what it is, for me particularly, I think that hot pot chicken doesn't taste as good as, like, the red meats, so I just never get chicken, and the fish never cooks the way I want it to taste. So I eat, like, if I go to hot pot, I have to get lamb and pork belly and beef shoulder, and I have to get tofu sheets. Oh my god, the tofu, what do you call them? The fried bean curd? Fried bean curd? Oh my god, fried bean curd rolls. That's my favorite hot pot item. If I had infinite stomach space, I would probably order like 5 things of fried bean curd roll. I don't, because I don't have infinite stomach space, but if I could, I would. Hot pot is one time where it's actually better to not use meat, because you're cooking your own soup anyways. Takes a lot of time to make, which is what vegetables are good at. You're so wrong for that. If I'm paying for an all-you-can-eat hot pot, I'm not cooking vegetables. That's a waste of space. They are cheaper to eat and make than the meat. But you know what's even harder to get at home? Fried bean curd. Fried bean curd is so good. Oh my god. Fried bean curd. But like, what if I'm dropping 40 on all you can eat? It's on sushi and barbecue. I've never been to an all you can eat sushi. I searched for one in where I live, and I have not seen a single all you can eat sushi place in my general vicinity. There is not a single place I can go to for all you can eat sushi, and if I could, I would be there. And then barbecue. I do like Korean barbecue, but I actually prefer hot pot to Korean barbecue. And it's because I don't like how smoky the Korean barbecue gets. Because it makes it hard to breathe, and also it like it scares me more because like the freaking fire comes at me. But I like how it tastes. But I prefer the hot pot because of like, also there's more things I like in hot pot than there is in Korean barbecue in terms of like the meats and stuff. You can't get fried bean curd at KBBQ. Debater where you can go full meats or full veggie builds. You use veggies for the soup broth, but you actually eat the meats. I like to eat, I'll tell you exactly what I get at the hot pot, okay? I get the lamb and pork belly and fried bean curd, and I get, if they have it, not all the places have it, but I like oh, what is it called again? Why am I forgetting the name of it? I know what it looks like. It's that one vegetable. Oh, bok choy. I get bok choy. I get cabbage. I get corn. And quail eggs. And if they have the lucky bags, I get the lucky bags. And I like what else are there? The ones that I like. Oh, I always get 2 servings of rice. Because I think that if you only get, depending on how big the rice plate is, because a lot of places make the rice serving really small, but I need to eat rice when I eat meat, and so if I don't do that, I feel weird. So I need to have extra. I need extra rice because I end up eating like a cup and a half of rice. So I end up making whoever I'm getting hot pot with has to have the second rice with me. We have to split it. Because I very accurately eat basically a cup and a half of rice every single time that I go to. Every single time I go to hot pot, I reliably eat 1 order of rice and a half of a second order. I farmed bok choy with hydroponics before. Oh, I love hydroponics. I actually took a class on hydroponics when I was in high school. We farmed sugar snap peas. Which, by the way, sugar snap peas are such an underrated snack choice. Like, I know like a lot of people are always like, oh yeah, when you want to have vegetables for snack, oh, get carrots, get carrots. Okay, carrots are fine, but have you ever had a good sugar snap pea? They're so good as a snack. A nice snap pea. I love the texture. I like the juiciness. I like the sweetness. And you can just eat them. You don't even need a dipping sauce. You know, like I feel like carrots, you want hummus, you want ranch. But a snap pea? That's really good. Oh, and I love them. I love at the hot pot place. Before you get the actual meats, I like to go and get all of the different I love to make my, so when I make my sauce for hot pot, it's always a base of the sesame seed dressing, so the sesame seed sauce, and then there I get the sesame oil, the chili crisp, chili oil, a little bit of oyster sauce, some shoyu, and then the garlic. You put a lot of garlic. Garlic makes it taste really good. And then if they have it, I'll put like dry pepper in too, and then I mix that. So it's very spicy but very savory. And then I like to get a lot of the pickled cucumber too, that they normally have at the things where they'll have like you can get like kimchi, and I'll get like the pickled cucumber and kimchi. Very good. Because there's like a good like side snack to eat with the meat to have more texture when you bite into it. Carrots and sugar snap peas sound great. I like eating my Haagen-Dazs strawberry and cream ice cream. Ooh, ice cream sounds so good. I don't allow myself to have ice cream in the house, because then I'll want to eat it. That's the thing you gotta, you know, worry about, is like if you get too many snacks and you bring them home, then you're gonna eat all of the snacks. That's good. You should be. Especially like if you're after, I mean, you know, school is hard. You should reward yourself. School is hard. You should reward yourself. When I was in school, oh my god, what do you call? When I was in school, every time I would have a hard week, on the weekend before the cafe would close, I would go down to the school canteen and I would get a cupcake. As my special treat. Every week I would get a cupcake. Or if I had a really hard week, I would go to the Whole Foods and I would get a slice of tiramisu cake. But that was kind of expensive, so I only did that if I had a really bad week. I don't need to cook if I just eat ice cream all day. That is so true. Though I wouldn't say that'd be good for your, like, body, because it doesn't have enough nutrients. I wish there was like, oh my god, I showed Penny this post, and then Penny was like, but what about the texture? And I was like, it's a metaphorical post. It can be any texture you want. There was this post I saw on Twitter that was about like autism kibble, like if there could be a kibble basically for humans that like has all of the nutrients you'd need for a daily amount of like intake, and you could just eat it, and like how people would just like buy it. And the truth is, I too would do this, and I would love it, because then I wouldn't have to cook. It'd be the exact amount of vitamins and nutrients I needed per day is the same amount of my caloric intake, and I could just eat it consistently throughout the day. My little human kibble. And I would eat it. And I would only cook when I felt like it. And that's not normal. And I don't normally feel like cooking. But I do need to eat throughout the day, because obviously it's better for you to eat something than not eat at all. So I would be a fan if they ever actually fully made the human like everyday like care for kibble. I would eat it. Just a little crunchy snack with all of my vegetables. The best part of being an adult is that you can eat all the candy and ice cream that you want, and like 40 chicken nuggets if you feel like it. If you eat 40 chicken nuggets, I respect you, but also I'm pretty sure your body's gonna fucking like fuck you up for that. I cannot imagine the stomach pain you would get from eating 40 chicken nuggets. I don't know, is it maybe I just aged poorly. I'm like, I feel like when I eat fried foods, my body really feels sluggish the next day. If I eat like a lot of fried foods, oh my god, my body feels terrible after. It's like your body feels slower, your skin feels oily, you feel tired and kind of ragged down, and like you feel really eepy, but then you have things to do, so you have to force through it, which always sucks. It's the same with like I have these squashums or whatever they're called. They're like these cute candies that Lemmy got me into. When I eat them, I always say you can have 5. You can have 5 of the candy, and I put it, and then I put the rest away. And I bring the 5 candies wherever I go, and I eat them slowly, because if I eat too much sugar, then my tummy starts to hurt. If you're not like super buffed, then 40 chicken nuggets is gonna make you feel like diabetes. I mean, I would assume so. Can you imagine? I mean, I think chicken nuggets are very very tasty, but I've never had more than like 10 in a sitting. Like, when I was eating the ones I had last week, the ones that are like came in, the Tyson ones that I got to have with my broccoli, I had 10 of them with broccoli, with like a whole bag of broccoli as my dinner. So for every 2 bites of broccoli, I could have 1 bite of the chicken nugget. It was very good, very tasty. I can't eat fried food too much anymore. It's true. It's the same with like, oh my god, the way that my body just shuts down on me after I have hot pot, and I have to like pro con the worth of it. Because god, the way I feel after I eat hot pot is horrible, but it's so delicious. Holy, like, cause when I eat too much red meat, my heart palpitates. I don't know why. I say as if it's not obvious, but when I eat too much red meat, my heart palpitates a lot. But oh my gosh, when it's hot pot time, I'll eat so much red meat. It's gonna go in my body. I'm gonna eat it. It's gonna happen. Like, I'll eat so much red meat, it doesn't matter. And then I'll eat so much at the hot pot because I'm spending the default all you can eat price. So I'm gonna eat until I feel like I can't walk. So I will. I'll keep eating and eating and eating, and it'll get to a point where I feel like if I swallow anything else, I will throw up. And and then I feel like I can't walk, and then I feel like I need a second to and then I have to sit and wait with my friends. And then I'm like, oh my gosh, I can't move. And then I have to wait until I've digested enough food so that I can get up and walk away. Because if I'm paying that much money for a meal, I'm going to eat until I feel like I can't move anymore. You know? Like, why would I do anything less? I'm spending so much money. One all-you-can-eat experience of hot pot is like 35 buckaroonies, if not 40. You know? You gotta eat your money's worth. And if you don't eat your money's worth, you wasted your money. So you better be eating until you feel like you might actually die. But what if you ate and stopped right before that point? But then I wouldn't be making my money worth. So it wouldn't be worth going to hot pot. You gotta eat your money worth. It's fine, you know, you do it like once a month maybe, and it's like, well, your body can handle it once a month. Otherwise, like, because the thing about all you can eat is like you can't take it home. Like if you go to hot pot and you get regular meats and stuff and you don't do all you can eat, then you can like stop eating so that you can take it home. But if you do all you can eat, you have to eat everything, or you like have to pay extra for anything that's left over. So you best believe I'm gonna eat every single piece of meat on that platter, and I'm gonna eat all of the vegetables. I'm gonna eat all of my rice. And I'm gonna hate myself for it, and it's gonna be amazing. It's gonna be a wonderful experience. I'm gonna love it every single second of it. Otherwise, you know, you can just take out leftovers. I love leftovers. A decade ago, we could get 3 full orders at all-you-can-eat sushi, but now we're old and can only do like 1.5 orders, so we stopped going. Oh my god. Oh, I thought you meant like they like stopped you from allowing you to have more food. Yeah, one day we can do that. One day we definitely can. I only do like I've always wanted to go to all-you-can-eat sushi. I've never been able to go before because there's never been a place near me. When, Toka? Tomorrow? Oh yeah, definitely tomorrow. Booking my flight right now. You need to queue with the people in your rank for all you can eat. That's true. It's actively true. So my old roommate, we would go to hot pot sometimes, and we would get all you can eat, and she could eat like me, so we could eat like a bunch of stuff, and it would be fine. And she's also fine with like eating until she's uncomfortable, so she would finish stuff off with me. And then when my friend got her boyfriend, he can also eat, and so we would go to hot pot together, and we could get more food. And then we could do and then we could be princess, because when we were done and we really couldn't eat anymore, instead of forcing ourselves to eat, we would be like, you have to finish it because it's your job. And he'd be like, okay. And then he would finish everything, and that was wonderful. That was amazing. I loved doing that, and I liked watching him suffer. And now I live with my other roommate. So my current roommate, she cannot do that. She can't do all you can eat very well. So if we go to all you can eat, I'm the one who has to suffer the most because she has a very small appetite. Toka, can I bring my boyfriends? Yes, you can. I remember because the first time I went to hot pot with my current roommate, she like literally was like, oh yeah, let's go to hot pot. Sure, I've never been. And I was like, sick. And so in my head, I thought to myself, like, oh, she can be able to, you know, eat, right? And then we went to hot pot, and then she was like, so should we do all you can eat? Let me look. Oh my god. Penny! I can't. I hate people who invite to hot pot who can't eat. I know, right? So you know, we went to hot pot, and it was her first time. And then she like we got like she was like, so you just pay this default price? And I was like, yeah, and then you get all you can eat, but you have to eat everything because it's all you can eat. And she was like, okay. And so I got like one order, right? And then she was like, well, you should get another one because, you know, then there's one for each of us. And I was like, are you sure? And she was like, yeah. So we got 2 orders of some stuff, and then it came out, she was like, that's a lot of food. And I was like, oh, bad sign, because we hadn't even cooked anything yet. And then more stuff showed up. She was like, oh, that's a lot of food. I was like, what did you think was gonna... what did you think was gonna happen? What? And so that day, I lost the battle because I couldn't finish every single thing. So we did have to pay some extra money, but that was fine. She learned her lesson. We never did that again. She ate like one plate of meat and she was like, "I'm full." I was like, "You didn't even eat the second plate. You didn't even touch the second plate. What do you mean you're full? No, you're not full. Open your mouth. Eat more." Because I was like, "Are you sure you want rice and udon and also this?" She was like, "Yeah, I love those things." And I was like, "Oh, okay." I unhinged my jaw and eat all of the meat. I do too. Hot pot is a physical experience. It's not just like, it's not just going to dinner. It's a physical battle of will and your capacity to be okay with hurting yourself for the end goal. See, I always go for only the meat and none of the carbs because that's what fills your belly and costs the least. The meat is where the money is at. If your friend starts ordering french fries or rice, tell them they're gonna use the bathroom and ditch them. That's so true. Hot pot requires a warrior spirit. It does. If you don't have the warrior spirit, you cannot be at hot pot. What are you doing there? Make it at home at that point. It's not that hard. I just don't own one of those like cookers or whatever they call the. Cause what do you call? So my growing up, my mom and dad, we had one of those stove things, and we had shabu shabu. So my mom and dad and I would we would make shabu shabu sometimes at home, which was always good, but it's not as good as hot pot because the broth is not the same. Shabu shabu I think kind of feels more clean when you cook it. It has like more clear broth sort of vibe. But I liked making shabu shabu at home. It was always so tasty. My mom would always make a kind of like soury soup. It was like refreshing and bright and sour. You can just hide everything in the broth. Yours don't like scoop through the broth for your stuff. I wish I want to go to all you can eat sushi so bad now. Am I sure there's no like all you can eat sushi in my area? I'm opening Google to search it up right now. Damn, bro, why is it so far away? Hello? How much does this cost? No, I don't want... I know I'm looking online, but can I see the actual all-you-can-eat menu, please? I don't want your to-go ordering menu. It's kind of far, but what if I make my friends go with me for my birthday? Then there's not an excuse. They have to go with me and eat it. April's almost here. Me when I like look up food and I'm like, I put sukiyaki in a pot and throw in some mushrooms, leaves, meat, and udon. Yeah! What do you call I make sukiyaki at home in a pot by like I go to I'll go with you. Come to Australia. Yeah. I'm getting on a flight right now. Ending stream and getting on a flight right now. The sukiyaki I make at home is like I make it with sake and oyster sauce and sesame oil and some other stuff. Forget what else is in it. I follow a recipe, but I basically cook all of the sukiyaki at once, and then it just kind of like goes on a low boil for the rest of the time while I'm eating it. Oh my god, it was so cool. The this Costco started selling like hot pot meat. All you can eat means you don't eat all day until the time comes Well, you gotta eat a little bit throughout the day because it keeps your belly from being small. Because you want your belly to be a little, have this, like, it has to be stretched enough to start eating, you know? But you don't want to eat a lot, just like something that makes it so your belly isn't like completely tiny when you go. Please invest in seaweed konbu and miso for your soup. Just trust me in this one. What, for like a all you can eat sushi? They also oil with the rice so your body takes in more calories. It's a scam. Hey, it's a scam that tastes good. I'll keep going. The most sushi I've ever had at one sitting was I went once I was in a show, and so my parents flew up to see the show I was in, and it was also around my like general like it was also around my general birthday, so my mom and dad took me and a friend and my aunts who also flew up to see the show I was in took us to sushi, and there was an omakase at this sushi restaurant. So we got the omakase, but what we didn't know was that the omakase wasn't a traditional omakase with like a bunch of different cool like chef's choice. The omakase at this restaurant was 32 pieces of sushi on a platter. Because, you know, normally omakase is like chef's choice, like you get maybe like 10 pieces of sushi or something, but they're like all hand-picked. It's like the best fish of the day, like artistic choice, like nice salad sort of vibe, right? No, the omakase at this restaurant was like 32 pieces of sushi, and it was just normal stuff that you could get off the menu, and it was in fact $100. But you know what, we all learned from our mistakes. They literally brought it out for me because my mom got it for me for a birthday gift, so I was like, oh, okay. So they brought out this gigantic paddle with 32 pieces of sushi on it. Yeah, I know. Is it even called an omakase at that point? It didn't feel like it. Was it good? It was fine. It wasn't like the best fish I've ever had, but it existed. I wouldn't say it tasted any better than if I got cheap sushi in Japan. But it was okay. But I saw this enormous amount of sushi in front of me. And, you know, like, I couldn't really depend on my family that much because they all got their own food. Because everyone assumed that the omakase would just be like a normal amount of food for me. And I looked at it and I told myself, I was like, you're gonna eat as much of that as you can right now. And I was like, I'm gonna do it, I'm gonna do it. And I like revved myself up for it. I ate 28 pieces of a 32-piece sushi omakase platter. And I felt like I was gonna die after, but I ate it. I ate 28 pieces. They were all just nigiri. They were all just nigiri. It was like the rice with the fish on top of it. It was just nigiri. I dove in and I ate 28 pieces. I counted. So I know that at the very minimum, my latest maximum score was 28 pieces of sushi. I felt so bad after, but I did it. And that's what matters. What matters is that you can. Not that you should. You should have just eaten the fish part and hidden the rice in your pocket. That's so true. Well, there was only like a couple of pieces left at the end, so my family ate the last pieces of it. And then I had 3 hours until the show I was in, and I just they dropped me off at the theater, and I went to the dressing room and I lied on the couch in the dressing room for like an hour. But I was like, I'm not getting ready yet. I need to be there early and I need to lie on this couch. And I lied on that couch for like an hour. I was like, I can't move. I'm so full. You have hand sushi in America? What does hand sushi mean? Like a hand roll? We have hand rolls. What does hand sushi mean specifically? Is this like not a hand roll? Sushi that's like uncut and you just eat it like a burrito? Oh yeah, we call them like sushi burritos. Right? Or like a sushi-rito. We have those in my area. They're pretty good. A lot of food trucks have them too. Like this. Wait, let me send you a picture, Penny. Like this sort of thing. Copy. Like this? Or do you mean like... Or do you mean like... We also have like here. We also have like these. Oh yeah, just a hand roll. Yeah, we have those. We just call those a hand roll. I thought you were gonna talk like these. The other thing I'm sending you right now, that's a sushi burrito. We like those. Well, I like them. Oh yeah, I've seen those. Those are just basically like those are just what do you call? Those are just like maki. It's like maki without being cut. Done with Invisigal. Are you a blonde blazer fangirl? I am. I love blonde blazer. She's so good. We can't see. Oh, it's okay. Here, I'll show you what Penny sent me in my DMs. Here. It's this. This is what Penny's talking about. This Australian thing, like apparently an Australian hand roll, which is just a maki without being cut. It looks like kimbap. It does kind of look like kimbap. That's true. But I mean, they all basically are similar, aren't they? I mean, I like many different... I like all sushi. Have I ever had a sushi I didn't like? Well, I've had ones that aren't good, but I wouldn't say that I didn't like it. I still ate it, you know? You just kind of order these in a stall and then eat it by your hand on the way to work and stuff. Uni, yay or nay? I've actually never had uni, but I want to try it one day. It's always, when I look at the menu, it's always so expensive, I just don't get it. It's such an expensive menu item. Like, because it's like, why would I get uni if I could instead, for a little bit cheaper, get ikura? Because ikura is one of my favorite sushi items ever. I love my salty little eggs. They're so fun. I like how it feels in my mouth. Am I still listening to royalty-free music? Thank God I still am. I remember I didn't check and I was like, this sounds like it's not the same playlist I was on last time. It's a very expensive thing. You have to prepare it without getting stabbed to death and poisoned. Well, yeah. But like, is the taste worth like this, like giving up on having that part of the money being given toward ikura is how I think of it. Because like 2 pieces of nigiri is so expensive nowadays. Like, if you're gonna get any like just nigiri, you have to like genuinely like thinking of like what you want to get, you know, if you're gonna order it. Like, it's something I feel like you have to think about. Toka is trying to make me hungry. Look, I'm hungry. Maybe that's why. Maybe that's why I can't shut up about eating right now. It's because I'm hungry. And so therefore, I'm thinking about food. Instead of doing the thing that I'm supposedly supposed to be doing, which is playing this game that we haven't played yet. You know, and I said I was going to play this game, so I guess we'll play the game. But I did really say that, like, you know, like, I was like, oh, we're going to finish 2 episodes today. Well, we'll see if we can finish 2 episodes today. Because at some point I have to finish this stupid ass game. At some point I have to deal with more of a Mizugal. We're at 100 minutes, Chief. What does that even mean? What is 100 minutes? That's the real question, guys. What is 100 minutes? is an episode of Dispatch? Wait, how long are they again? How long are they? I don't remember how long they are. I haven't played Dispatch in so long. Invisigal is the type of friend you invite to clear the all-you-can-eat. I wouldn't invite her. I don't want to talk to her. You know who I'd invite to the all-you-can-eat? Oh my god, what's his name? That the giant boulder guy. What's his name? The boulder guy. What's his name? I would invite him to all-you-can-eat sushi. I think he'd enjoy it. Golem. I'd invite Golem to all-you-can-eat sushi. You know? I think he'd really enjoy it. He seems very sweet. I like him. How long is an episode of Dispatch? 1 hour?! No fucking way an episode of Dispatch is 1 hour. Are you kidding me? 1 hour?! Oh, fuck. What's 1 hour from now? Like, I mean, I guess I could do 1 hour. Sure. Sure, we can play Dispatch, I guess. Sure, I say with no confidence. What if we played... I still don't know the information, though. Oh, I was like, what if we change the stream to look outside? Because then we can just search through the meat rooms. But I didn't look into the map. Because I was like, oh, I have the maps that I was going to look at to see how we can get to all the different meat worlds. Okay, wait, like... Don't look at this. Don't look at what I'm doing right now. Sorry. Don't look what I'm doing. Just like... I'm not changing the thumbnail on the stream title, okay? I'm not doing that, okay? Who told you I was doing that? That wasn't me. Oh my god, why would you say that to me? I can't believe that. Why would you do that? Oh. Me. Ah, jeez, Louise. I would never do that. Changing my stream title. Oh, dang. I couldn't. You know, me? No. I almost spelled the word uncovering wrong. I'm not doing anything weird right now. I'm not trying to change the thumbnail of my stream at all, okay? That would be so crazy. Not only am I not trying to change the thumbnail or the stream title, I'm also not calling this a 0.5 stream of any sort. That's not part of what I'm doing, okay? I wouldn't do that. Me, I'm very reliable. I only play the games that I say I'm gonna play. And I play them within a reasonable amount of time from when I start the stream. You know what I mean? Meat World Guide. Look outside. Yeah, so true. I definitely believe the things you have said. Thanks. Is that legal? It is. You see, okay, so, like, here's what you may want to know, like, about me is, I play the games I say I'm going to play, and I don't do things like this, where I... and I don't get to do things like that, where I, like, you know, get rid of the game I was playing that I'd never played, and then gulps, and then I don't, I don't just do things like that, you know, like I wouldn't do that. And then I wouldn't like do this and open a different game after talking over a different screen for 20,000 years. Because that just seems really wild. Like, could you even call someone like Naoshi if they did that consistently? Because I mean, couldn't be me. What if instead of playing anything else? Toka, your stream title should just be yapping to the main menu of insert game title here. You know, I don't know how well that would perform in the algorithm. I was about to say, yeah, that would be funny, but also I don't know how well that would perform in the algorithm. I mean, I guess I've never tried it, so I wouldn't fully know. Like, can you imagine? I'm like the stream is called like yapping to the opening of Elden Ring. Yapping to Valorant. And it's only games I can't play. Only games that I cannot play because of my motion sickness. Every game I've ever wanted to play that I can't play because of my motion sickness, I yap to the starting screen of it. It's a loop that I found of the video on YouTube. But I don't know how well it would do. Playing Valorant, 0.5 stream. And I never play Valorant. It's only the opening screen. It would be very interesting content, I'll tell you that. And I'll name the stream first time playing. It's always gonna be first time playing Overwatch. First time playing, and I never ever play the game. Just like a real gamer, you know? Oh my god, Skyrim. I love Skyrim. When are they gonna make a thing where you can like play a game on your Switch, but it's broadcasting to your like TV or whatever without having to dock the console? What is that one game that's really popular right now? Will I start Pokopia today? Will this VTuber actually play Pokopia? No, the answer is no, because she can't afford the freaking Switch 2. The answer is no, because she can't afford a Switch 2. The only time I will consider getting a Switch 2 is when Winds and Waves comes out, if they don't allow you to play it on the regular Switch. Like, I will consider dropping the $500 on a Switch 2 if it's the one barrier that stops me from playing the next Pokemon game. But for any reason other than that, I will not get a Switch 2. Because goddamn, why is it so expensive? At that point, maybe I can find like a used one for cheap, you know? Because Winds and Waves is looking real good. And I really like Pokemon, and I really like the Pokemon that are in this in that gen. But god damn, the gosh darn thing is more expensive than like 2 covers. I could make 2 covers, or I could buy a Switch 2 and that doesn't even count the game. Isn't that crazy? Jeez. Like, maybe if they start like they're gonna do like, if they do like another Mario Party and Mario Kart and a new Smash Bros and it's all on the Switch 2, and like maybe there's a couple more like friend core games that'll be on the Switch 2, then I can justify buying a Switch 2. Because then like there's a bunch of collab games plus Pokemon plus like if they, oh, also I was gonna say if they like if they do that thing where they make like a second screen and then like they port like Diamond and Pearl onto the Switch 2, now that would really get my attention if they ported like Diamond and Pearl. That'd be kind of cool. Or if they make like a new Pokemon Mystery Dungeon. Oh. Or a new Pokemon Ranger. I love Pokemon Ranger. Why did they stop making them? Pokemon Ranger, my beloved. Literally one of the best Pokemon games to exist in the century. And it's not even a century old. I love Pokemon Ranger. I specifically will always remember what it was like playing the original Pokemon Ranger with the Plusle and the Minun. And the graphics and the way that it felt like to do like all of the different capture styles and use the skills. And that big maze with the different arrows where you like walked around. I've considered playing it on stream. But I don't have a DS that can like screen share to a PC. So I don't really know how I would ever get to do it. I know there's a way to like mess with a DS so that you can like stream it to a PC. But I don't know how to do that. But if I could, I would. And then, you know, there's other ways to do it, but I just kind of feel like using a vertical mouse. I feel like using a vertical mouse might be a very interesting way to play that game. I don't know how good I'd be at doing that. But I have considered playing it with like my mouse, you know? In a totally legal way. Like trying to see how well you could do it. Cause it can't be that bad, can it? Don't worry, you can use your legal copy of Pokemon and upload it to use on Melon DS. What the frick is this? Joystick support? Oh my god, do you remember when like the 3DS came out and it was like so revolutionary, but also like the 3D only kind of ever sort of worked? And like most games didn't really use it to like its full vantage. It's kind of like 3D movies in general. I feel like most of the time 3D movies like never fully used 3D to its full usage when it was really popular. I feel like the most I remember is like Shark Boy and Lava Girl in 3D. That was pretty cool. Oh, and you know what movie was really interesting to experience if you did watch it when it came out was Spy Kids 4 4D. It had Rowan Blanchard in it. It was a Spy Kids movie that it was a Spy Kids movie that had 3D and then also had 4D scratch and sniff. Spy Kids in theaters? Bro, this was the latest Spy Kids movie, okay? Spy Kids 4. Not 1, not 2, 4. And you had 3D glasses and scratch and sniff stickers. Because it was supposed to be 4D as if you could like smell what was happening in it, as well as like there'd be like some wind. And like it like was supposed to make it feel like you were immersed, but it was kind of just weird because there would be like signs on the screen of like when you should like use like the thing to make it smell like the thing that it was supposed to be smelling, which was kind of weird. I will say the most immersive like 4D experience I've ever had was I went to this museum on a school trip that had like a 4D theater that showed a historical film, like short film about history. And when like the musket would go off, the musket would like fly by your head and with the 3D glasses on, and then they would like push air as if it was like at your face, as if it was like flying by your hair. And when there were like rats on the streets, they would underneath your seat there would be like a rat tail that would come by and like swing by your feet as if a rat was there. And like when they were like riding the horses, the seat would shake like you were like riding a horse. And like there was when there was like a rainstorm, they like gently misted like water in the air. It was pretty cool, I'll be honest. I remember when 3D movies still used red and blue glasses. Yeah! I remember when I was a kid when they would have the red and blue lenses on like the paper glasses that they would use at the theaters. So the day that they brought the actual like 3D glasses that are like the black and plastic ones was great because I feel like the red and blue ones really fucking sucked ass. They were so uncomfortable and like hard to wear. I mean, like, I have this thing, so what is the order? We want to go two-way connections can be used. Direction of the map are well marked. Let me look at more. This is like so freaking. Where can we get iris keys and look outside? Ground floor. Okay. We'll talk while I do this map stuff. Let me turn on my controller so we can play this stupid little game that I like. This game is gonna be the death of me. Every single time I play it, there's something new that I want to do, but then we're running out of days to do them in the game. So we need to get a key from the first floor because we want to get an iris, the next iris key. Okay, but right now we just have to leave. Like, you know? Like right now the problem is that we're stuck. Yeah, so the issue right now is basically we need another iris key so we can get into the next vantage point, but we like didn't get it the last time because this current area that we were in didn't have all the stuff. So we're gonna go. I read online that there's a key that you can get in the bathrooms on the first floor, and then we have to find the next entrance. But the goal is to get it done in like before all of the stuff respawns, because then we'd have to redo it again. So we get there by going down this way. Oh, actually, we can do that without doing that. By going on the elevator. But no, one of my favorite I will say one of my it wasn't really even like it wasn't even really like a real game. It was a part of like, do you guys remember on the in the DS there was like a shop? Like a 3DS, there was like a shop basically you could buy stuff on. And there was like a Pokemon 3D VR, AR, XR sort of like experience game where basically you would. Oh, is it this all? Excuse me. Occupado. Can I go in anyway? Hey, what's your problem? Yeah, I'm watching stuff on my phone. I'm taking a long time, so what? The other stalls are free. You need help? I'm Marshall. Did you look outside? Do you have any wisdom for me? Sure, don't stick your arm in the mysterious holes. Yeah, I know. I feel safe in here. What are you doing in there? I'm mowing the lawn. Never mind. So where's this key? There's supposed to be a key in one of these stalls. Did I already take the key from the stall? Oh, maybe it's in the other stalls? There's another bathroom. Oh, is it this one's? Oh, I'm gonna reach inside. Nothing. Oh, shit. So I just did that for no reason. Never stick your arm in a glory hole. You know, my friends had to teach me what a glory hole was, and it was very interesting. Famine. Oh, Famine is so hungry in this toilet. Oh, Famine. It was a very interesting night. I love learning about funny, interesting things. I jump back and there's a game to pivot, and there's a game pivot to the spooky game. It's not even that spooky. Is this game spooky to you guys? I feel like this game is kind of like pretty tame in the spooky area. Like there's not really jump scares and stuff. You get to this area like very early on, so it is I shouldn't have any issues with it. Raw chicken. Is this the toilet that has a key in it? Should you toss something in the toilet? Oh, am I supposed to toss an iris key into this toilet? It was pretty stupid. Oh, Shargy accident. I thought you get one in here. What? How do I get the next key? Hello? Iris key. Okay. Using a key from apartment 12. Apartment 12. Apartment 12. Oh, can I go in through the car area? Surely play this game and finish my run. You should! I never thought I'd be so into this game, but it is very cool. I appreciate the graphics, the style, the story. I think there's parts of it that are a bit... Oh, right, I can't do that. There are parts of it that I think are a little bit hard, just in general, with like, not the balance of the way you play, but figuring out things. Like, I don't think I would ever have really discovered the meat world without the accident of like coming upon it, you know? Like, it feels like, from what I've been reading about, like, how to get to it, that it's, like, kind of important. Apartment 12. It feels important, anyway. There is a key you get from apartment... How do I get... What is apartment 12? Actually, why am I just going to... Apartment 12. Look outside. Where is this? On room 1, floor 1, fleshy mass, herbicide, apartment. I have to talk to other people to get what I want? Oh, God. Waste my time, video game. Waste my time. Start off again.
Welcome to the tentacles, Crybaby.
What? Thank you, Rex. Thank you for being a member. Thank you. Thank you for being a member for 8 months. Thank you. What the flippity? I gotta talk to all these astronomers or something. Fine. Where's Jasper? Is this Jasper? I have questions. I have to talk to Beryl about the founder, Jasper about Sybil. I also can just ask Jasper. Oh, Jasper's on the bottom floor. Jasper, leave. We must talk to Jasper. Wah! Have you ever wed before? You know what I mean? Oh shit, my dick. How am I gonna... I wish you could run faster than this, and I know that's crazy because this is running, and I set it up to running, but I feel like I walk so slowly, and that's not even true. I walk faster than I do in Pokemon. Jasper's in the ground floor. Yes. Not in the basement. Smart. My brain is just so huge. I know I was just here. I know I should have known about the holes in the walls. I could have entered and have to get the iris key. We want to get into Sebel's apartment, I guess. See, it's just like, I feel like this plot is very like... Oh, I missed this door. I feel like this plot is like very impacted by this meat area that I had no idea about till now. Hello? Hello again. The end is drawing near. We don't have much time. How can I help you? Jasper. I'm going on a side quest that has nothing to do with the current plot. Can you help me? With every passing moment, our chance to communicate with the visitor grows smaller. We must find the offerings. Let's talk. Tell me about your group. We observed the visitor months ago. We've been working tirelessly to learn about it, but has come to a great cost. What have you learned? We know it's enormous. We know it moves. We know observing its terrible consequences. Why? Jasper, can I... Jasper, please. Can I... Jasper, please. Please, I want information. Wait, you're not... What did it do to you? Well, I do have, like, all of my stuff. Okay, so I talked to Jasper. I talked to Aurelius, Beryl, and then Jasper again. Beryl. Beryl? Where's Beryl? Where are these weirdos? Where are they? I know there's one on every floor, right? So I know there's that one guy in the hallway. Is there one? Where's the one on floor 1 though? Okay, should look up the locations of all the locations of Asta. Aster is in the floor 2 hallway. Okay, I know where Aster is. Beryl. She can be found in the basement in the hall connecting to the boiler rooms and the parking garage. Okay, let's go to her next. Our Beryl. Basement. This is so, like... This feels like when I'm trying to figure out what to do, like... Just in, like, my everyday life when I'm, like, trying to look up, like, things I should be doing and then I don't know anything. And so I'm, like, having to look up everything on Google. Like, when I want to cook something and I don't know what to do and I'm, like, looking up, like, everything. Like, oh my god, what's a cup? Like, how many cups in this thing? Can you substitute this with this? Like, it feels like I'm doing that, but with, like, playing a video game. Hi, Losh. Hi, Beryl. I have questions. Beryl, I have to ask her about... Beryl, about the founder. Okay. Astronomers. Meaningful contact. Like, talk to it, or chat. Talk to it, we chat. What? How does that? Apapa? 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 Okay. I think we just exhausted all of her talking, so that's fine. And then now we can go back. If I remember correctly. Is there like a way to get into the meat world from over here too that I didn't do? The meat world is so big and confusing. I don't want to do this anymore. I say that, but I'm like doing it anyway, so am I actually for real? Who knows? Ooh! Don't bother me. What I missed? What happened to Dispatch? What happened to Dispatch is I decided I wasn't gonna play it anymore. What happened to Dispatch is that I don't want to do it anymore. Oh, this has a key to go into the flesh world if I had an iris key. If only I had a stupid ass iris key. If only I fucking had one. Sorry. Why don't I have another iris key? Okay. Where even is this? What am I doing? Why am I walking over here? Okay, we're gonna find... So we talked to Beryl. Talked to Jasper. Talked to Aurelius. Aurelius is floor 1 maze hallway near Frederick's apartment. Small room in Frederick's apartment. Okay. Floor 1. I decided that 1 hour of Dispatch was too much and I would rather just play 1 hour of this. Is that a good reason? I don't know. I can't defend myself. I don't have a good defense. I wanted to do it. Is that a defense? Is that a good reason to do anything? Is that a reasonable reason to play a video game? I just want to figure out this meat world. It's such a dark game. It's so dark in here. Is this Frederick's apartment? No, lol. I'm stupid. I haven't even, it's not even been that long. How do I not know where everything is? Oh, jeez Louise. Is it this one? No, that's Baby Rat apartment. The one where I sacrificed a baby. That's the elevator. That's Dynamicus's room. Is it this one? Yes. Oh, this is just a bunch of shit. Sure. Shotgun. Shotgun. Pistol. Is there a way to get into the thing in here? No, I'm just wasted an herbicide on that? Okay. Well, that's fine. I did it. We did it for the meme, I guess. Oh, this is the room with the wall that I fed my arm to. When am I gonna find the door with the guy? This is the rat room. I love the maze hallway. It brings me joy. This is so much joy. I feel so much joy. This is Frederick's room. Is it this door? There he is. I have a question about your colleagues. Recent joined after me. There were others before me, but I never knew them. Visitor. How did you know? Who left the group? I don't know if everyone was ever formally part of it. Okay. Leave. So we did his talking options. And then we're gonna go and get back to Aster. Meat. Oh my god, yes. Oh, hunger. Maybe I'll make Oh shit, that's the wrong floor. Hopefully we don't pass a lot of time because we're not really exploring anything new. Wait, this doesn't even work because I can't go through the hall. I did the right choice originally just by my intuition. When you call, maybe I will cook after the stream. I'll do like, oh, that always makes me. Maybe I'll have like a mini dinner, like just the pieces of toast with avocado on it or something. And then I'll have the chicken and broccoli for dinner after the fact when I'm not hungry and I'm cooking. I have questions. Research. With the robes? You looked outside. What is happening outside? What kind of object is it? Alien technology. What is happening outside? What object is it? Cosmic object. What is happening outside? Why does Jasper believe this? What is happening outside? That's unreal. Not 10 because we're just doing a meat room thing. We're not really doing anything huge. We're just trying to like sort of get what I need. Leave. Okay, so if we do this, then maybe we go back to Jasper now, and he should potentially give us information about Sybil. So we can go to the right. Oh my god, that's so place in the blockade in the wall. Sorry. Okay. We can't go that way. That's not how it works. Come on, Toka. Use your big brain. Okay. I've played this game for like basically 9 to 10 streams. I should know the map. Do I know the map? No, not at all. All I've done is I feel like I've like basically like massacred most of this area. I don't know how I still get the danger signs. There's a map to the rooms online, but I have to be able to access those rooms basically. But I saw one on Reddit. There was one. I walked past his room. Smile. Jasper. Let's talk. It's not the first. This honor goes to our founder. I merely confirmed her findings from the coordinates she provided. I thankfully only caught a small glimpse. She was not so lucky. Her form warped and her sanity declined, but she still managed to bring us together in the name of science, in the name of the visitor. She's unable to lead us now. We carry forward her will in her memory. I can only hope that if we succeed, a small part of her will feel relief. Please do not ask further questions about it. It's quite a painful memory. Okay, so that was the new dialogue, wasn't it? So we asked him about it. How to get into a partner? Well, no. Okay, now I have to ask. Let's talk. Wait, wait, why didn't you offer me a key? Why didn't you offer me a key, Jasper? What did I do wrong? What? Huh? I want Jasper's key. What? Apartment 112. Entrance to apartment 112. How to enter apartment 112. Look outside. No, it's just, I feel like up the wall. It's one of the rooms. I know. Huh. I guess maybe I can just walk down there? Okay. Let's go back then. Apartment 112. Let's see if it works. Because we just want to get to her lair, basically. It's supposed to be the room that she like freaks out in, or whatever, I guess. So it's in the meat room. Meat room. The one I did the herbicide on. Is it one more up, I think? This way. That's the staircase. There it is. The meat room. Supposed to be a hidden door here or something. Right? Oh, here. You think you can barely see the shape of a door. Open it. It's locked. Fuck! Fuck my... Do I have any other door keys? What if I do this one? What if I... What if I... See, but like... Okay, maybe... There's another Irish key I can find. Ooh. My mom sent me a picture of the food that she made for the neighbors. It looks so good. She made miso yuzu salmon with Brussels sprouts, rice, and fried tofu. That sounds so good. I know, salmon. Maybe I'll make salmon instead of chicken tonight. Maybe I'll make miso salmon for dinner tonight. Miso salmon with broccoli and rice. Okay. What about other places I can go to for Iris keys? Look outside. All the eye doors are chopped. Spoilers. Okay, you can collect one from Henderson's apartment. Is it your first one? No, I don't really. This is not the guide I was looking for. Well, I have so many tabs open I can't even look at like all of them on one Google Chrome thing anymore. Oh, I have how many tabs open? 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60, 61, 62, 63, 64, 65, 66, 67, 68, 69, 70, 71. I have 71 tabs open. That's beautiful. And there's gonna be more because I'm looking for keys. Iris key locations in apartment building. Hi Mogu, welcome. Currently I'm looking for keys. Did I grab the iris key from the sewer beast when I went? I don't remember if I did. Okay, this is the first entrance. This doesn't require a key, but I thought I used a key on it. Apartment 36. How is this? Apartment 3. Entrance 342. This required an iris key. Okay, okay. Oculus room. Okay. Requires a key. Woman's bathroom. That requires a key. Parking garage. Requires a key. Entrance 7. Requires a key. Entrance 8. Apartment 35, floor 3. This does not require a key, apparently. Oh, but we need to be able to go into Sybil's apartment. Whatever is 10 and doesn't push it. Go to the parking lot with a blackout. You get a key after defeating Furnace and it's in front of you. Oh, I guess I can... Let's look at the sewer basement one, see where the key drops, because I don't remember getting one. When did it fall? Did I get that? Okay, let's see if we got that, because I don't remember, but maybe we did. I don't remember. Because right now it's like, how else will I get? Like, is there just? Am I just going the wrong way, sort of vibe? You know? I guess like I like to have things open to remind me of them and stuff. Like, I have like 12 tabs of this are like fan fiction. Because I want to, like, the ones that I want to keep updated on. I know you technically can have like an AO3 account. But I like being able to like just click on them and then like refresh and see if I've got a new chapter update. And then like all of the things that I have to record, I keep a Google Docs tab. I do have an account, but I don't want to have to remember which ones I'm reading at any moment. I just want to have them open. We'll go to basement. And then for everything that I need to record, I keep a Google Doc open for each of them so I don't forget what I have to record. And then I always have like my VTuber tab stuff open, so I always have Stream Elements open, I always have Canva open, I always have Twitter open, I always have X open. Sorry. Yeah. And then I always have like Skeb open, which is really bad apparently because it's like really heavy on your browser. Oh yes, it's this room. That's not what I need. Okay. Please tell me you turn off your PC. No. Why would I turn off my PC? I just put my PC to sleep every night. I turn my PC off if I know I'm gonna be away for a while though. Like when I went to visit Perry, I turned the PC off. Coco, why? Should I be turning my PC off every night? Was that, is that useful or something? But if I do that, then I can't just turn it back on. You have to turn it back on, but then I have to wait for it to load up and I have to open all my tabs again. Oh no, am I lost? I thought it was easy to get back to the furnace. Am I lost? Wait. Stop! Wait, let me back to the furnace. I'm just checking for a stupid ass key. I can. I do restore my tabs when I turn off the PC, but then I have to like do it, you know? Wait, isn't this the like full exit? How am I? Bruh. Brother! Get me to the middle of the furnace, my guys. Hello? Where is it? Oh, yeah. Stop in the name of love before you break my heart. Think it over. I just locked my PC. I don't even turn it to sleep. That's so real. Where's the furnace? How do I play this game? When did I play this game? This makes me want to restart the whole game. I know so many things now. And I know things now, many wonderful things that I hadn't thought of before. Do not put your faith in a cape and a hood. It will not protect you the way that they should. And take extra care with strangers. Even roses have their dangers. And nice is different than good. What is? I ain't even gonna ask. We got all our shit going on, I guess. So I did take the key. I did. It would have been right there. Oh, fuck. Guys. Am I locked out because I don't have any more keys? Where do you get them? I mean, I have a save from before I went and used my keys, but... Let me go back to... Okay, where's the guide? So, we went... We have access to... This one. I'm gonna go straight to it. To apartment 36. Going with an iris key. Okay. Okay. So if I went in from the map that has apartment 36. Apartment 36. Open either side from normal world requires an iris key. Clementine. Opens to here. That opens to here. That's Lou. Okay, okay. So like, but like, what if I want... What's uptime? What's the uptime? Cataline. Where do you get... How to get iris key in? How to get iris key in Ursulina's room. All iris keys. This is a good tutorial, maybe. Why is this game hard? Okay. We're gonna watch this tutorial with background music while while I figure it out. Oh, I need the game to move up. Whoa, that's crazy. Couldn't even see like the bottom half of the game. There we go. So behind Daryl can be found just past the hell ride in the northwestern part of the garage. Crammed up. Then we're looking at like talking to him, get the sword, use the key in the world. There are several more keys located directly within the meat world itself. Shortly after entering the Hellrider door. Ooh, was the reason I'm having trouble is that I went in the wrong order to be able to access the keys? That would make sense. I would understand that. That would make sense. Ooh, okay. Okay. Let's go back to a different save. Let's see, maybe that helps. Okay. Let's go back. Continue. Maybe is it this one? Do I still have iris keys in this one? Iris key, okay. Well, let's actually look at what the one was before that. Okay, I still have one at that point anyway, so... And this is after I beat the... This is before I beated the... thing? Let's see. Item. Do I have the weird baseball bat in this one? Baseball bat. Baseball bat. Don't have baseball bat in this one, so actually let's go to the save before that. Let's start at this one. Is this one I have? Baseball bat? Yeah, I have metal bat. Okay, so instead, they say that we should go to the bottom floor. And we're gonna go and enter the first meat world. Oh, I also have to get the second meat. We have to get the second one. We didn't beat Daryl. Oh yes, yes, yes. Oh, and Lyle still has the freaking bust up poison shit. Can I put my hand in here, please? Can I stick my hand in here? Oh. Oh, 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 oh. Can I put your full brain cogs on? I wish I didn't have to. I'm not that smart. My parents have been telling me that for years, that I'm not smart. I just want to like do this part because it just feels like it's important. You know what I mean? It like seems like it will help us have a more amassed amount of endings. Because we're not gonna play the game like twice probably. So it's like in my head I'm like, well, I should maximize the amount of like endings that we get by like trying to do as many things we can during this one playthrough. Special. Do painful stab. You're already running out of your stuff anyway. Just do a Lyle Kicks, bro. can't believe I'm bleeding horribly. Sick. Sick and nasty. Item. No stamina? I know, it's cause Lyle has the thing happening right now where he gets he basically gets messed up by the fact that he's got like the digital poison on him that gets rid of his stamina like at an extreme rate. The whole reach out for it. Okay, so this is the iris key safe. Number 17 is where I have 2 iris keys. And that's gonna be important in the future, I guess. Because this is how I have 2 opportunities to try to get into places with more stuff. And then here, we go to this key thing. This is where we found the hell sword. I'm gonna give an iris key into this. There we go. Look at that! Nice. And apparently there is another iris key through this door. I don't want to forget to grab it. There we go. Oh, what's this? A shuriken? Thought that was the key. Oh, that's another thing here. I have to get the key. Key's the most important. There we go. Because that way we have extra entrance. And then beating these is like not the most important because this is not the guy. This is not the guy. Ooh, loser, loser. I'm the loser. I'm the loser. Anyway, sorry. Sorry, I'm the loser. Actually, that was my fault. I'm the loser. Why do I keep missing all of my attacks? Let me win for a second, my god. Okay. Stop that chatter, chatter. Let me say. Na na na, you know what? Ooh, bad girls. Sata, what's up, she? Shabeli. Ooh, See, somebody, you and me, oh, we go chatter, chatter, that's me. Garu, got you. Look at us there. Watashi, tachi, watatashi. Dan! Could you hit an attack for once in your gosh darn life? Hell sword. Get that viewership up, bro. He's got that 663 viewership over there. 6'9" viewership, let's go! This guy has so much attack, or so much stuff. There we go. Did I not? Is this one where I didn't give everyone new stuff? I guess I didn't, huh? So really... You should have... You should have this. 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 Ugh. I need to do. I forgot. I forgot to. This is the save where I never fixed any of my weapons. Let's fix some weapons. Let's fix this tooth hammer. And then let's give it back to me. Okay. You get this. Luck and agility is good. Very comfortable vintage sneakers. What if I wore something that actually did something? Vintage lucky sneakers. Protects from stats effects. That's cool. Cold and slashing resistant. What about you? Scarf. Oh, and I can give you better than a trilby, though that is that's very Lylecore. A trilby. And then oh, my hip. Is there anything? No, nothing is better. What about Dims? This no defense. Defense better? No defense better. Protects from acid, poison, and infections. It's pretty good. Oh yeah, you get to wear feet things. You don't wear feet. Yeah, you don't have feet, Lyle, because you looked outside. You're crazy, bro. Oh yeah, I didn't heal myself. LOL. I love that I didn't do that. Okay. Me heal myself? That's crazy. Okay. That's enough for now. At some point, he'll have to find how to get over there. Right here. Ooh, don't look at me. Excuse me, ignore me, please, thank you. Ooh, nice. Stimulant. This one part of the meat world is so huge. Here it is. Is it him? Yes. Okay. This must be one of the guys. Special. Nitro boost. Freak out. Attack. Bear hug. He's so interesting looking. He's kind of like a little dinosaur. Nitro boost. Fight special. Painful stab first. Special attack. Cleave. Sheer lunge on break. Let's just bear hug again. 48. 78. 20. 48% damage. Special. Finally, we can do the jump attack. I wish Lyle... Like, well, I guess he's poisoned now, so it's okay, because now that he's poisoned, he'll stop being poisoned with the glitch next turn. Caustic breath. Burning from acid. Sick work. Okay. You defeat the stomach for now, but it's already regenerating. Okay. Weddings. Antidote. Oh shit. Oh, that wasn't poison, that was just acid? That's so amazing. I'm so happy about that. That's awesome. Where am I? Oh wait, you know what I should do before I just get lost? I should look on the map. Before I get lost, I should look at the map. Let's go back to where we were at the place marker. At the stomach. Okay, we just beat the stomach. This is much better. Look at the stomach. You just beat the stomach. Oh, yippee! Woohoo! Wahoo! Okay. So, stomach. Stomach. Her name, the stomach's name was... the stomach's name was... Not Marcus. Camille? Yeah, okay. So just this way. You walk up. You go side. Marcus is there. So in the Hellcar layer, you walk to the side. Go up on this? Is that how I read that map? Is that how that map works? My goodness. Okay, I guess. Okay. I guess we go this way. Okay. This way? Oh no. Okay, well, we just did that already. Okay, so the map didn't work the way I thought it would. So I guess we just have to try the other way. I thought I read it correctly. It's fine though. It doesn't really matter. Because we want to get to that guy. You see him? So we walk past here. Walk past this guy. He's gonna follow, but he won't follow me all the way. I'm gonna avoid him because I don't want to battle him. We're gonna go up. This map is so hard to read. Okay, and we're gonna go this corner. I love maps. I'm really good at reading them. So, where does this lead to? Oh, shit. Okay. I've never seen this one. It's so huge. What? Does that go in a circle? I don't even remember seeing this part. There's a door here. There's an... What is this knife? Attack. Oh, okay, wait. Okay, wait. Nitro boost. Special. Freak out. Special. Oh, he needs an item. He needs, give him an energy drink. Hack and slash. Cleave. What's that tiger looking thing? That looks kind of cool. I remember the Mollusk is really bad though, because the Mollusk, like, is the one that freezes everyone. And I didn't do well last time there was a Mollusk. Oops. I don't want to turn to stone. Oh! There he goes. Octo Strike. We want to get rid of the Mollusk as fast as possible. Lyle kicks. Nice. Ooh. Ooh. The what-looking thing? The eye-looking Mollusk thing. It turns you to stone. Yeah, this is the petrifying gaze one. Oh, nice. There we go. They're very annoying. A strange sword covered in eyes. Take it. Ocular tether blade. Ooh. What is that? Ocular tether blade. The sea-colored eyes dotting the stalwart blade gaze into your own with an air of malice. That's kind of cool. I don't know what the fuck that means though. What is the ocular tether blade? Ocular tether blade. Ocular tether blade. Ocular tether blade. It's 32 plus damage slashing. Wow. There's one that's called a chainsaw, does 80 damage. I don't have that. That's cool though. Okay, good. I was looking at the wiki. Come back to watch the Riveting Dispatch gameplay. Not the Riveting Dispatch gameplay. When was that? It will open? Okay. This must be an opening from a different area. This is the most Riveting Dispatch gameplay you'll ever see. I don't know what you're talking about. Have you never seen this version of Dispatch? Maybe you need to watch more playthroughs of it. I don't know what to tell you. Yeah, this is the new patch for this is the new patch for Dispatch that I guess you didn't see. It's very important that you play this one. Oh, so this is another entrance. Okay. Because all of these are just entrances that are, I guess we just never haven't discovered yet. Ooh, okay. Yes. Where are we? Oh, this is in the rat. Dang, new season of Dispatch looking wild, I know, right? It's just that they, you know, they didn't just change their art style, they changed everything. You know, I guess they just really wanted to try something new. Wow, I love how the music just completely stopped. That's really cool. Octave Strike. Ooh, sick. That was sick. Nice. I just want to, like, find out what else we can find in this area, if there's another way we can get to... Oh! Come here. I'm gonna run past you, I'm gonna run past you, I'm gonna run past you, I'm gonna run past you. Nice. Another iris key! Okay, yes! Yes. Yeah, there's no voice acting in this one because they had to save money for all of the animation, you know, with all of this 2D. I know it's like, technically, you know, you might think it'd be the other way around, but nah, you know, it just... because, you know, because pixel art is kind of becoming like more of lost art, you know, it was just harder, so they had to pay more people, you know, for that sort of thing, you know. Oh! So there's just no voice acting in this one, but that's okay, you know. This one's more like on vibes. The superhero thing is like a little bit, they like kind of like gave a little bit up on the superhero vibe for this. It's more about like post-apocalyptic this one for this season. Yeah. You play for the vibes this season. Okay, so we did that area. We got another iris key, so we have 2 iris keys. Which means we can get into 2 areas. Now, what will this one do? And I can now enter that from the one, crack in the wall on floor 1. Ooh. It's now night. Okay. I'll do that in a second, bro. I just gotta see. Okay, we have another entrance. And that one's through the washing room. I just, like, really want to explore the area before I have to sleep. SMG bullets. Ooh, nice. Water? Magnum bullets. Must be something huge in this area if they're giving me bullets. Iris key. Yes. Okay, we have a lot of different keys now, so we can finally experiment. Oh, right. I can't go this way. So I think we're gonna have 2 days after this. So I guess we'll finish with like right on the last day. We're definitely gonna have to kill the other 2 again though, because we're gonna go to sleep and stuff, which is gonna suck. We have enough that I think we can enter the majority of this stuff, and then we'll probably find the stuff along the way too. For many hours, the danger was exciting. Focus level 20, 17. I wonder, I don't remember if we slept the last time. Leave it be. Wait, actually no. I'm gonna take a shower. I think I was stinky last time. Yes. Plus you gotta take a shower if you're in a meat world, you know? Oh, see, we only have 3 days left. That means because I didn't do the stuff last time. Okay, wonderful, wonderful. Okay, that works, that works. Okay, so we'll end here and then we'll do more of the meat world next time. And then I guess, you know, next week we will actually play Dispatch, I think, you know? We'll make sure we actually do it next week. Yeah, you know, I'll try not to talk as much over it next time. I'll try not to talk over it, you know? But what is it called? Oh, what I was gonna say is, just another reminder, I will be, where is it? I will be at CarrierCon next week, so if you're going to CarrierCon, please don't forget to say hi if I'm at the booth for the meet and greet if you're there, or to take part in the SVP concert on CarrierCon, as well as we will have a booth there with the new 2026 merch for cons. You can't end the stream. Yui's gonna raid you. We'll tell her that she can't raid into me. Tell her to stop. Tell her Toka's ending her stream. So if she wants to raid into me, she can, but then I'm gonna raid someone else. And then, raid into her first? Okay. Where's she? Okay. And then, yeah, I'll see you guys this week. Yeah, you ready? Ready? We're gonna beat her to it, okay? Watch. Okay, ready?